The mysterious return of the Cassadine family, a dramatic twist for General Hospital. In the world of General Hospital, few families carry the same level of intrigue and danger as the Cassadines. Known for their complex relationships, dark legacies, and tumultuous histories, the Cassadine family is filled with compelling characters who have captivated audiences for decades. While many of the family members are deceased or presumed dead, the possibility of their return has long been a source of speculation among fans. The Cassadines have always been a family shrouded in mystery, with their power struggles, hidden motives, and secrets waiting to be uncovered. Now, in a world where death is rarely permanent and surprises are always just around the corner, it's not far-fetched to imagine that some of these long-lost Cassadines might make a shocking return to Port Charles. Victor Cassadine, the villain who never dies, one of the most iconic and complex figures in the Cassadine family is Victor Cassadine, a man whose dark machinations and twisted obsession with power have left an indelible mark on General Hospital. The last time viewers saw Victor, he was presumed dead after being bombed by the WSB, World Security Bureau. However, death on a soap opera is never as final as it seems, and the idea that Victor could be resurrected remains an enticing prospect for fans. Victor's return would bring not only a new layer of villainy to the show but also an emotional arc for characters such as Liesl and Britt Westbourne. Victor's obsession with Liesl, which has been a recurring theme in his storyline, could add another fascinating dimension to his character. His past actions, which have included saving Britt from the deadly hook poison and possibly manipulating her Huntington's disease diagnosis, suggest that his motivations are more complicated than mere villainy. It's plausible that Victor's return could center around his attempt to get closer to Liesl, perhaps continuing his long-running obsession. He might also seek to use Britt as a pawn, leveraging his rescue of her as a way to secure her loyalty or manipulate her into doing his bidding. Whether or not Victor's true intentions are for personal gain or a deeper, more twisted form of affection, his presence would undoubtedly shake things up in Port Charles. In a world where villains like Victor are rarely ever truly gone, his re-emergence could offer a wealth of storylines. Could his return involve him seeking vengeance on those who thought they had defeated him, or perhaps trying to rebuild his family's dark empire? Fans of General Hospital would love to see how Victor's chilling presence would affect the lives of Liesl, Britt, and the other characters around him, and it's clear that he would be an immediate and formidable threat. Spencer Cassadine, the lost heir who might not be gone. Another intriguing possibility for a Cassadine return involves Spencer Cassadine. Spencer, played by Nicholas Chavez, was once a central figure on General Hospital. His character was a complicated mix of youthful charm, intelligence, and the unmistakable Cassadine darkness that lurked beneath the surface. Spencer's presumed death left a void in the Cassadine family dynamic, but in the world of soap operas, death is often just the beginning of a new chapter. The notion of Spencer returning to Port Charles has sparked a great deal of speculation, particularly because of his connection to Britt. Spencer and Britt shared a complicated relationship, full of both love and tension, and the idea of a reunion, or a confrontation, between them could add significant emotional weight to the show. If Spencer were to return, fans would likely expect his character to be drastically different, perhaps shaped by his presumed death and the time he spent away from the people he once knew. Given that Spencer is a Cassadine, his return would undoubtedly involve the darker, more manipulative side of his family. Even as a child, Spencer showed glimpses of his family's notorious traits: manipulation, ambition, and a willingness to do whatever it took to get what he wanted. If Spencer were to resurface, it's likely that the same traits would have evolved into something far more dangerous and calculating. Perhaps his memories would be spliced with Victor's, creating a truly unpredictable and volatile character. Spencer's return could see him as a darker, more power-hungry version of himself, someone who might be willing to go to any lengths to take control of the Cassadine fortune and power. A recast of the character would be a challenge, but not an insurmountable one. Given the long-standing interest in Spencer's fate, there is certainly potential for a talented actor to step into the role and bring new life to the character. Spencer's return could also lead to a renewed power struggle within the Cassadine family, with Spencer vying for dominance and control, while Britt and other family members wonder whether they can trust him, or if he's hiding his true intentions. A family of villains, the dark legacy of the Cassadine. The Cassadine family is notorious for its complex web of relationships, betrayals, and secrets. Over the years, many of its members have had profound impacts on Port Charles, and the potential return of key figures like Victor and Spencer could reignite the family's destructive legacy. Helena Cassadine, the matriarch of the family, may be gone, but her influence lingers in the lives of those she left behind. While Helena may not be making a return anytime soon, the lingering shadow of her power and the trauma she inflicted on her children and grandchildren would continue to affect their actions. Victor's return could signal the revival of some of the more sinister aspects of the Cassadine family's business dealings, with him possibly working to re-establish the family's global influence. Britt Westbourne, the daughter of the late Cesar Faison, is another character who is deeply connected to the Cassadine legacy. She has had her fair share of conflicts with members of the Cassadine family, but her ties to them, especially Victor, make her an important part of this ongoing narrative. As someone who has been shaped by the family's legacy, Britt's involvement in any potential Cassadine return storyline would be crucial. Whether she's caught between her loyalty to her family and her desire to escape their grip, Britt's struggle could form the emotional core of a Cassadine-centered storyline. Who is really pulling the strings? At the heart of all of this, the big question remains: who is the true mastermind pulling the strings behind the Cassadine family's complex web of power? Is it Victor, plotting from the shadows, seeking to regain control of the family fortune? Is it Spencer, returned from the dead and eager to take his rightful place as the heir to the Cassadine legacy? Or is there someone else entirely, lurking in the background, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves and seize control of the Cassadine Empire? The return of Victor and Spencer would not only offer viewers thrilling moments of intrigue and suspense, but it would also challenge the existing power structures in Port Charles. Characters who have long held sway over the city, like the Quatermains and the Newmans, would now have to contend with the Cassadines' resurgence. This could lead to thrilling power struggles, alliances, and betrayals as the Cassadines make their dramatic return to the forefront of the soap opera landscape. In conclusion, the potential return of Victor and Spencer Cassadine would be a game-changer for General Hospital. Their re-emergence would offer new opportunities for drama, character development, and intrigue, while also honoring the long-standing legacy of the Cassadine family. Whether as villains, anti-heroes, or tragic figures, their return could elevate the show to new heights and remind audiences why the Cassadines remain one of the most compelling families in the soap opera world.